Irinka Britnell, Chairperson, Englefield Residents Association. Welcome.
Thank you. Right. So you've read our submission, and our main points are that good management stands on firm, transparent foundations. Our Christchurch City Council is about responsibly spending our money on what is essential in this new COVID world. We have a bubble here, but it is raging outside our borders. We must be prepared to live within our means, maybe for a few years before it will come anywhere near normal. Even before COVID struck, our communities and infrastructures were struggling. We're hearing daily reports about children going hungry and cold and homeless. See, we come from Linwood, the poor side of town, and we can talk about this. If you think it is still okay to increase rates in the face of such suffering, then you must be living in your cushy ivory towers and are totally disconnected to what is happening on the ground. You have a responsibility to address these matters by cutting the fat on the council side and not increasing the economic pain and suffering on our lower socio-economic community. It is time to put the spending brakes on the Christchurch City Council, trying to financially overplan a future for the people which is unsustainable with borrowings. Then there is less need to increase our rates until the whole community is in a better financial position, which will not happen if we keep scalping them. Now is the time to follow the government's lead and apply a wage freeze on all but the lowest paid council staff. Our concerns. We also have concerns where we see the council making cuts to local services like the mobile library, which is essential to keep our ageing, ailing, economically challenged community connected. Mental health is just as important to our community as financial. We wonder if there is also a mistake in the sums here, as in with the Wharanui Pool fiasco debacle. What do you call it when there's a $5 million mistake in the calculations from invisible council staff? Apparently it's only going to cost $2 million, not $7 million. It took the humble volunteer swimming coach, not the overpaid council accountant, to figure that out. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be harsh, because I care about you all, but I think we need to really get, tighter with everything, more vigilant. How many more mistakes are made like this? We wonder. No wonder we have budget blowouts like the cycleway that promised much but delivered little. The Ombudsman report into the submission process with information being left out, rigging of reports and stalling behaviours, borders on corruption. Yet the public were not given all the information and names were withheld. This behaviour needs to stop. Without the basic foundations of truth, honesty and transparency, we will struggle to go forward. People will become discouraged to engage with the council. Council policy is all about walking and biking, which means it is vitally important to keep the local shops and facilities going. What happened to Linwood Village borders on gross negligence, as the council did not listen to the business people there to keep Worcester Street open at Fitzgerald Avenue. The area was struggling, but that surely was the nail in the coffin, as we have had the supermarket and the subway closed since then. Well-established businesses closed since then. More empty shops than open shops. There have been many plans and ideas since then, but all talk and very little real action. And no real accountability for the demise of this and many other local shopping centres, which are having parking and access taken away for cycleways. In the latest correspondence, you say you're phasing out cheques. How are the older people who still use cheques going to pay? What is your plan from them apart from coming in with loads of cash? The other way is where they must engage with a third person to assist with the internet, where there is the danger that other people will start having access to their bank accounts and then people are vulnerable to being robbed in an electronic way, as we see regularly in the news. Finally, it would be good to see more pushback from local government against central government, especially on dictation of expenditure and putting fluoride in our water. Bring back female-only toilets, please. We re-emphasise, we need our privacy. this new age sort of, where we all share the toilet. I don't like it, and a lot of people don't. We re-emphasise the importance of retaining heritage. More money is needed here, less on parks, and leave the red zone alone. Just some seats and tables, keep the lawns mowed is enough for now. Thank you for this opportunity to share our feedback with you. We hope you will listen to the voice of the people. Thank you. And don't take any of what I said personally.
No, we're not. But thank you very much for your submission and at perfect timing again. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, is it Julian Bowd